What a difference a week makes, eh? Alright, I know it's only goal difference, but psychologically, massive boost for everybody. Like I said last week, little baby steps in it. Can we overtake Rotherham? Can we overtake QPR? And then can we start dragging Huddersfield in? Or even Stoke? Little steps. And we're on the bottom of them steps now, going in the right direction. 2 back-to-back wins for Wednesday. Blackburn Rovers, and then today Stoke City. And previous to that, a very well earned draw against Leicester. 7 points out of 9. Really looks like we're turning the corner a bit here. 2 changes for Wednesday as we went down to the Britannia, whatever they call it these days. 2 changes for Wednesday, one of them enforced. Liam Palmer in at right back for Dominic Iorfa. And a change in midfield, Marvin Johnson in for Callum Patterson. That meant a swap of flanks there for Josh Windass. So the Wednesday team, Dawson in goal, back 4, Palmer, Bernard, Diaby and Firmino. Midfield from right to left was Windass, Byers, Volks, Bannon and Johnson, with Cadamartri at centre forward. Obvious change, Domayoff for picking up that hamstring injury. We don't know how long he's going to be out with that, but other than that, common sense choices from the manager and a nice balance there to that team. Anyway, how did we get on? The first half was absolutely dogger. There's no other way of saying it, it was absolutely dogger. Both teams giving ball away sloppy, no genuine opportunity. It was just a poor game of football. After the break, was it better? Well, it was a little bit better from Stoke's point of view. They actually seemed to get bit between teeth. I think the catalyst for it was they had a free kick on edge of box, and their lad tried to play a clever ball, put it straight out of play, and from that there were plenty of boos coming out from their fans, and it sort of, I think it spurred them on a little bit to try that a bit hard at players, honestly. I know people say, booing only ever has a negative effect, but I thought it kicked their arse into gear for 10 minutes, and for a little 10-15 minute window, Stoke were really chucking them sends at us, and it was a storm that we had to weather, and we weathered it well. Diaby, like I said, I've been a critic, but in a game like this, when it's getting slung in box regular and these people on half turn trying to get into last third and have a run at you, I thought he was really solid. Really solid. I would probably say the last 2 games are probably the best 2 games I've seen from Diaby since his joint club. So great news for him, but great news for us, and I'm hoping now he can build on that and put a series of performances in going into Christmas, because he's had a great game today. Stoke are sort of in the ascendancy, missing some quality, but in the ascendancy. But the best chance actually comes to Wednesday in the second half. I nearly said Carlton. Help me. Liam Palmer gets down the right hand side, crossing to box. Nice little knockback by Cadamartri, and Byers manages to twist and get a shot off that just clips in, outside at near post. Very tough chance. In fact, he's made the chance, really. He weren't really on. He's done well to even get it on target and hit post. But as I said, good opportunity for Wednesday. But Stoke well on top. It's during this spell of pressure that they get a penalty. The attack down left hand side. Well, the attack down middle, it gets recycled out to left hand side. He gets crossed into box, and their lad shoves Bernard out of the way. Now, if Bernard goes down, does that mean it's a free kick to Wednesday? Their lad shoves him out of the way, and as he's shoving him out of the way, he then gets a hand on his back and goes down. If that's a penalty, there should be 10 penalties every week. There should be a penalty every time somebody gets a corner. If that's a penalty, there'll be 1,000 goals scored in the league next season. Honestly, terrible. But nevertheless awarded. My steps up, one of them daft short little run-ups that I don't like too much, but he steps up, puts it to the left-hand side, Dawson gets down sharp, makes a really good save, but just as important, vitally important, Barry Bannon's in on rebound and gets it over at bar because their lad's closing in, and that's that being switched on that I'm talking about all the time. Because a lot of times, number of times you see a keeper save a penalty and rebound gets tucked away and everyone stood with hands on hips on edge of 18-yard box, do you know what I mean? So credit Bannon there, gets in, gets rebound away, and obviously big credit there to Dawson. And that proves to be a turning point. Will Volks is really getting through working there. He was my man of the match again today. That's 2 or 3 matches on the spin now. And I'm not being biased just because I've been calling him for, to come into the team for the last 3 months, but I genuinely think he's made a huge difference. He gets through tackles, he gets through work rate, but he's a winner and giver. Win, give, and that just, it gives you that little bit of momentum in midfield. He's always moving the ball really quickly. But also today, even though we didn't capitalise on him, his set pieces are really good. We talk time and again that we've got big lads, we should be a threat from set pieces. But quite often we don't beat first man with delivery, or it goes sailing off at back with delivery. He's been taking corners and free kicks today, and the delivery's been really good. And, we probably should have done better with 1 or 2 of them. Danny Roll had changed it second half, and I can think of at least 2 occasions when Volks has found a head with his head when he came on with corners and free kicks. So, really good in open play, but gives us a better dimension in set pieces as well. 74 minutes, Wednesday counter-attacking mainly at this stage. We've gone to a sort of, God, is it a back 5? Is it still a back 4? I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't know, because at times when the change was made, I thought, Johnson will get a left full back, maybe it'll be a 5 across back again. But a lot of time it looked like Bernard had gone out to left full back. Johnson put a really good deep cross in. Palmer had come in right up the side, and their lad did really well just to sort of nod it away from him, because that looked like a real good chance for Palmer there if their lad had not got his bounce on it. But as I said, Stoke really piling forward. Alex Neil mixed things up. He chucked a second centre forward on big unit. To a big unit, didn't really do much. And Wednesday were more looking like the counter-attack. Masaba had come on for Kadamatri, and later Gassama came on with Smith. There were times when Wednesday counted it looked like a sort of 5-2-3. It was there were players all of it show. Dogged performance from Wednesday. They've really stuck at it. There's probably about 10 minutes to go, and Windass and Diaby, they're both down on the floor getting treatment for cramp, because this is 3 games on the spin now that they've really put a shift in, really run the blood to water. They're cramping up. And you just hoping we can hang on. We've defended resolutely. Like I said, it's been a dogged performance. But Daniel obviously still looking to win it, because he's brought them that little bit of pace on up front. He's brought Smith on, who obviously we know he can nick a goal. And that proves to be the case right at the death. And the nice thing is, all 3 of them are involved. All 3 of his subs are involved. Smith wins a little header down. Gassama flicks it round corner. Masaba flicks it out the side of his boot, streaks down pitch, and it's a really calm finish. It's a fantastic end to game, deep in injury time. And all 3 of his subs there, all 3 of his attacking subs, have been involved in that little moment of play. So that's got to be pleasing for the manager. Terrific 3 points for Wednesday. Stoke, I think it's like their 4th defeat on the spin. They're really getting dragged down there into it. But a lovely finish from Masaba, really calm. I've talked about this week after week out. Getting a good result, a good performance, can lift them levels. If we've not got that result against Blackburn, if we've not got that result against Leicester, he might snatch that opportunity late on in game today. But because you've got that draw, that win, because you've scored 4 goals in 2 games previously, he bursts through there, and there's that calmness, there's that level of assurance. And a really, really positive result. The performance itself is hard working and doggy, but it's a terrible game of football. But the history books won't show that. The history books will show Sheffield Wednesday 1, Stoke 0, 3 points in the bag, 7 points from the last 9 games. We've got a really busy Christmas period coming in now, and if we can keep picking up results like that, keep clawing our way book up, try and close the gap on Queen's Park Rangers, and then if we're allowed to do a little bit of business in January, this season's not over by a long chalk.